Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate it if you would like, share, comment on the post. And then if you want to follow along, we will be in First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse number 7. And there Paul says, for those who sleep, sleep at night. For those who get drunk, are drunk at night. Now, that may seem a little bit curious to you, but Paul is giving us an example. You have to go back to verse 6 to really pick it up. He says, let us not sleep as others do, but let us keep awake and be sober. Then he says, for those who do sleep, telling us not to sleep. And for those who do sleep, he says, sleep at night. Those who get drunk are drunk at night. He's talking about, specifically in verse 7, he's talking about lost people. And he's saying, we talked a little bit about this yesterday with the idea of sleeping, that, again, the word that's used here for sleep almost always in the New Testament refers to shutting your eyes and going to sleep. We know that sometimes sleep is used for dead, but here it's literally talking about sleeping. And it's again, the word is, it speaks of being deliberate, intentional. All of us on occasion, we doze off unintentionally, maybe in church. But this is talking about when you pull back the covers, you fluff up the pillow, you get in bed and you go to sleep on purpose. And he's describing here, he's contrasting the way the lost man acts with the way a believer should act. A lost person, when we're asleep again, we're not aware of what's going on around us. We're not alert. We're not paying attention. And so Paul is saying that the lost man, he's asleep. He's not paying attention to what is going on. Same thing with a drunk man. A drunk man, typically, when a person gets drunk, they usually lose their ability to pay attention, to react properly to things. Why, again, so many accidents, vehicle accidents with people who are drinking, and so he's saying we are not to be like those. He's already told us we don't want to sleep. We want to keep awake. He says because those that are asleep and drunk, he says they're not paying attention. They're not aware of what's going on around them. They're not alert to the situation. And specifically, what Paul is talking about here is the return of Christ. Again, that we are to be alert. We are to be awake. The Bible talks about him coming as a thief in the night. If somebody were to tell you there was a thief coming to break in your house tonight, you probably wouldn't get into bed and go to sleep. You probably wouldn't get drunk. You'd probably prepare. You'd make some preparation for how you were going to welcome this thief. You'd probably load up your gun, or make sure your doors were locked. You would prepare for that event. But he says, lost people, he says, they're asleep. They might as well be drunk. They don't know what's going on around them. As believers, we need to keep our eyes towards the heaven, one eye towards heaven, one eye on earth. As I've said before, and I don't know I didn't say this originally, many believers get so heavenly minded that they're no earthly good. We need to be ready. We need to be prepared. We need to be looking for the return of Jesus Christ. But in the meantime, we need to be ready. We need to be working. We need to be inviting others to know Christ and helping others to get ready. Don't be like the man that's asleep or the man that's drunk and isn't preparing for the coming of the Lord. Great challenge, great advice for every believer. Let's not sleep. Let's not be drunk. Let's be on the job, ready and looking for the return of Jesus Christ. Have a good one. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.